So 5 to 6 years ago, I actually made a YouTube channel called Minty1987, and on here it consisted of video games, commentary, channel updates, and the occasional live action video. What we're going to do today for this week's video is we're going to head back over to that channel, because it's still there, and we're going to re-watch back one of my favourite videos that I recorded at the time, and we're going to just see how I feel about it now, 6 years later. 5 years later, whichever one it is. So, let's dive right in it.
Guys, Minty1987 here. Today something a little bit different. It's me, Minty, versus Get What?
Okay, so the original concept behind this was, it was a summer's day, a friend come round to mine, we both washed our cars, he brought his jet wash, and halfway through I was like, oh, I've got an idea. So we then got ourselves a little point and shoot camera which belonged to my mum and stepdad, and we set it up on a tripod that I had lying around in my room. And my friend decided, well, it was his role to record it and spray me with the jet wash while I stood there and took it. I can't explain at the time why I decided to wear a vest and a pair of jockey bottoms. I'm not proud of it looking back at it now. I don't really have a beard, it's just have a bit of stubble. And yes, my nips are literally sticking out. Even though it was on a summer's day, my nipples are rock solid. So, okay. Yes, I have a tattoo and a big belly. So, then what happened, I took my top off, my vest off. As you can see, I'm actually wearing slippers as well. I didn't even have a pair of flip-flops or anything, which is not the best. Yeah. I'm a hairy guy, so it's not just the beard that I have. I think the timer we had was about 5 to 8 seconds, and it just shot out the water at me, so we wanted to just have it as a bit of fun, so we set it as quite a low pressure first of all, which you can see there. It pretty much, all it done was just got me a bit wet, and that was it. There was nothing to it. So we after this we pretty much carried on.
I don't know, but
so I won this one. This was my old name. Now the reason why I used to be called Minty1987, my year of birth, clearly, when I used to work at Butlins, which is a holiday resort in the UK, I did actually work for security, and I used to shave all my hair off, have a goatee, or stub, you know, like a 5 o'clock shadow sort of thing, and everyone sort of on the security team as a call sign called me Minty, as from Minty from EastEnders, and I'll put a picture here just in case for people who don't know who that is. And that's probably one of the only nicknames that stuck with me for quite a while. I've never really had a proper nickname apart from, you know, the standard ones: Bender, Big Ben. So yeah. So Minty was the main one that I had. Those rolls, look at those rolls. So this was round 2.
Round 2, fight.
Now as you can see, there's actually a bit more pressure here. So the face expression that I'm making is indicating that it is a little bit more, you know, there's more pressure to it. It wasn't overly strong. Again, it was all more for the comedy of the video. At the time, me and my friend were we thought it was a great idea. Thought it was hilarious. So, yeah. It didn't hurt that much. It started to, from all I can remember, it did. So, because I backed out in time, we made it so the jet wash won.
that was 8 seconds.
I walked like such a knob.
That's good.
Here we go. Now we go to round 3. Now this one, we actually turned it up. I think it was actually at the highest pressure. Now, when I was editing this, literally it took me about an hour to edit because everything was all done. It was on the digital, on our little compact camera. My friend had gone home. And I was like, right, give me about an hour, 2 hours, something. I'll mark something up. So all I had to do really was cut it a bit, add the really cheap looking font and everything, that's the font I was using at the time. And simply, all I did then was add the Mortal Kombat music. And the reason why I used the Mortal Kombat music was at that time, around then, the new Mortal Kombat game had come out. Was it Mortal Kombat 9, I think? I'm not too sure, 9 or 10. And I just thought it'd be a funny idea as just a sort of like a Mortal Kombat sort of parody. Yeah, so let's carry on.
Round 3, fight.
As you can see, the actual penetrant, it's actually hitting me, so I just zoom in. But now we get the... I love that scream. At first, I wasn't going to keep the scream in because I don't like the slow motion and the audio from the slow motion. It's very tinny, it's very sort of like, you can tell it's being through a computer. But that really, for me, I thought at the time it worked really well, so I thought, screw it, I'm going to keep it in. Even to this day, and so I'll watch it every now and again because it's a funny video. And to be fair, it's a video that I will show people because I just think it's funny. Because it just shows how I was happy to do anything. So yeah, but as I say, you can actually see that we put a high pressure on it. You can actually hear the penetration of the water is a lot more against the flap. So yeah, so this time again, Jet Wash wins. Now, actually, genuinely did hurt. That one did. So, as standard, the Jet Wash won twice. That hang. Ooh. It can be walking again.
I think let's just say...
I would say I've changed a bit.
Right then, guys. I've been Minta987, and this time I've been Mintafired. Thanks for watching.
So at the time, I thought it was really clever to use my sort of I don't know how you would call it, but like, you know, how you end your video by saying you've been Mintified. So at the end of every video, that's what it was. Like, you've just been Mintified. It's silly, but again, it was just a bit of fun. So you can actually see the red mark as well. You can't. I'll try and zoom and see if you can see the actual red mark on my stomach where I actually got hit with the Jet Wash. But yeah, there was no real sense behind being Mintified and stuff. But it was just a little bit of fun. That's all it was. So here we go. This was the original idea. Me and my friend, we thought it'd be funny to have the actual Jet Wash go against, Jet Wash my ass. The next set of content is extremely graphic. So anybody who's a bit sensitive might want to look away a bit now.
Yeah, this is Minty versus Jet Wash. Round 1. What do you want to call it? Yeah, one more.
It's so bad. I shouldn't laugh, but it is so bad.
We're not doing that.
So we decided not to do it, and because we had it on the camera anyway, I thought it'd be a better idea just to keep it going, just to keep it on. So that's that. Actually, not a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just something a bit different. Try and get something else next week. If there's any ideas or anything of any kind of video you'd like me to do, then sweet, yeah. And that's it really. There's nothing much else to talk about. It was probably one of my last videos I made on my old channel that didn't consist of gameplay, but still tied in with the game theme because of Mortal Kombat. Again, it was a bit stupid. It was just something we'd done because we were bored at the time. The cameraman, to be fair, it was probably most of it was probably his idea. When I said, "Oh, this could be fun," he said, "Well, let's do it." So we set it out. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you did like. Whatever you didn't like, don't let me know. I'm not really bothered. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So bye. I don't know. See, I need something. You've been beard fight. Nah, it doesn't work. It's crap. It's just hurrah. But do you know what? I've been Mint 987 and you have just been Mintafied.